It's a goal! Can you believe it? It's extraordinary!
Set to go in the prelim final, spot in the grand final up for grabs here. Jesse White in the ruck, and he's working against Hunter, who found it on the ground.
Andrew Bradley, Scott, he'll be better for the run for last week. Agnew is the McGarry medalist. Little chip out to the right, good vision. Jesse White from 52, long to an open square, all the way, a little bit of cross. What a hanger, Reynolds! Oh, boy, Luke Reynolds, what a sensational grab.
Here he is now doing the same thing.
7 goals against the Crows in his 2 games in the minor round. Puts that one through. The Tigers draw first blood.
Lukey Reynolds, what a hanger on the National Pharmacy's optical replay. An absolute screamer. We know he's capable of that, and we also know he's capable of slotting goals. He gets first blood for the Bays, and they're off to a flyer. Yes, a couple of times now. I just like the fact that there's no panic with the entry inside 50. And Coach Mark Stone would be really happy that there hasn't been, because you do want you just that poise, cool head, hit a target.
47 goals, 17 for Luke Reynolds, a goal in all 20 games he's played this year, and 12 times he's been a multiple goal kicker. You can make that 13. Dream start for the Tigers, and they lead by 12.
Was rookie listed to Carlton as a teenager, and Tim, there's still a bit of time left. I know the Power considered him as a rookie a couple of years ago and gave Brett Eddy the nod. As ball cleared by Jesse White. He had 8 clearances last week. He's got another one. Here's a chance now for Motlop. Off there! Oh! The Tigers have got through. They're on fire.
But eventually only prevailed by 2 points, so good start. Partington involved once more. High ball. Motlop at full forward. Caught behind. Ball trickles over the back. Scott is there. McBean likewise. Oh, somehow manufactured a kick. Liam McBean's kicked a goal. They kicked 4 unanswered goals in 8 minutes.
Well, there's nothing like firing a bloke up. I said he was a little hesitant in his first 2 contests, but here's the big fella slipping over, nearly on the ground. Now, how's this for skill level? Outstanding. And on the dodgy leg, too.
This is Boyle. 22 touches last week against Norwood was good. Comes in board. Vision is good here. Paholke, the boy from Sorrento on the Mornington Peninsula. Good kick too. He's got a lead that comes up there from Jimmy Matthews, the star from last week.
I reckon he's looking for a settler for his team here, Soda.
From 52, it's going to test him. Good kick,
good
though.
Leg. Good leg.
Could be spot on for Jimmy Matthews. What a kick as the confidence continues from last week.
Now, centre wing. He works inside Gould. Good distance with the kick as well. Himmelberg, the target, brings it to ground. Stengel on the boundary line. Can be clever in this situation. That's a dramatic finish. How about that from Stengel to get Adelaide second? Hands for Close, who runs his measure. Push down after the kick. High ball and coming across Reynolds, who's marking everything at the moment.
Outstanding.
It's Jesse White starting to have an influence. Jones, Paholke, likewise, starting to be influential. Going back, Strawn with a flight of the ball. And he takes the grab. Strawn takes a good mark here and a chance for Adelaide to close the gap to 1 straight kick. And
the post.
He's hit the post. He didn't look confident.
He got some separation on his defender too, so just needed a kick out in front of him.
Here's Paholke coming up for disposal number 11, starting to create plenty of problems for Glenelg, and the pass is a good one and a nice mark from Shane McAdam. McAdam.
He's off.
Runs around, improves the angle, likes it off the boot. Adelaide has kicked the last 3 here and have cut the margin. Now he's coming back out grandstand side. He wants McBean out and closing. Did enough to disrupt the mark.
Well done. Good
Costa
contest.
off and running.
This is the leg speed they wanted from young Costa.
4 bounces, about to be run down by Davis. Got his kick away, and it was a good one as he finds Josh Scott. Great creativity there from Josh Costa. But Scott, Glenelg need a goal just to steady the ship. Josh Scott provides it. He's a goal kicker, and the Tigers extend the margin out to 10 points.
Take it. Merritt, handball over the top, and the Crows are out of trouble for the moment.
Well, speeding through the middle of the ground, James
taking him on.
He's taking him on with a 3rd bounce as well. Costa gives
Good
chase.
chase.
Matthews under pressure, has to kick. They rush back to the goal square. Michael Virgin gets there just in advance of Chase Jones to knock it through.
Just a great final so far. 2 great efforts there. I love Matthews' run. I love Costa's chase and Virgin's save. Fantastic stuff.
Well, it opens up here for Glenelg as well. Bradley's kick missed the target, but comes to Jesse White, and he's got Agnew rolling past in acres of space here. The kick, though, to Reynolds.
Beautiful.
Well, it comes off. Reynolds is going back for the shot. He had multiple options ahead of him, but he's confident enough to go back and wants to kick the goal.
Yeah, why not give it to the guy that's on fire? Agnew just providing some really powerful run, as well as getting some inside ball.
Great news for Tiger support as well. Lou McBean back on the ground, not looking to be hampered at all by that foot soreness.
Reynolds, 7 marks already. He could have taken 10. He's dropped a couple.
2 goals, 1 to his credit so far from right in front. One of the best in the business in terms of kicking goals from 48. Goes the journey, got the accuracy. He's kicked 3. Glenelg has 6, and their margin is 15 points.
2 great spearheads for Glenelg Footy Club. And they've got Scott as well. And they had Hosey earlier in the year as Paholke goes long. Himmelberg. Oops. Curran, another one to the head. High from Davis. He's got a goal. He's kicked a great reply from Adelaide. Glenelg skipper to win 2 finals is the footy trivia for Morn team forward. We'll check that in just a moment as the Crows still looking to pep away up forward. Virgin ducks down into Fogarty,
Trouble.
he could be in trouble here.
He is.
Let's have a go. Darcy, obviously distance not a problem for the man with the powerful thighs. This is to get the Crows within 3 points, and he's done a great finish by Darcy Fogarty. There's Fogarty in this quarter to the 2 from Glenelg. Strawn had some good moments so far. Chase Jones, high kick, going back was proud over the top. Here's a chance for Davis if he can get away. He does, shoots a handball in. Fogarty gives it off. Galucci with a quick one. And the Crows are in front.
Bradley is there to scurry a kick away, but didn't get it to anyone in particular, so it's coming back. Will Hamill has it. He drives to the hot spot, and the mark's been taken here by McAdam right in front of goal, 30 metres out. 31 goals for Sturt last year, Shane McAdam, already with 21 for the Crows this season. An injury-interrupted season it's been, but he kicks another. Glenelg kicked the first 4 of the game, and Adelaide has kicked the last 4 of the game. And ball for Partington. Early touch for him in the second half. 17 disposals for Partington. Joins Wilson as the game high.
Contest.
And that is a terrific pack mark. Paholke emerges after knocking them down like 9 pins.
Oh, good courage, bad kick.
Kicked it into the man on the mark. Straight into Luke Reynolds. He's got it back again. Now he's a danger. Look at the service for Liam McBean. And McBean with a chance here to go back and slot his second. 49 goals, 20 coming into this game. Already with 1 straight. He likes it off the boot straight away. He has given Glenelg the dream start. Back to a 2-point ball game. Right. Goes underground to get it back to McHenry. Got away from Scharenberg. Boyle gets involved, and here's the pace of McHenry as well as he drives forward. Adelaide looking ominous.
Oh, that's a free kick, I think.
Well, the mark's been taken and paid after McAdam had knocked down the pack, and Himmelberg's clutching his right shoulder here and looks in big trouble.
Well, watch this. McAdam comes forward. He just careers into an opponent's back. He doesn't touch the ball. That's a free kick, and then he's also barraged him into Himmelberg, who's come off pretty ordinary.
To Hunter, a goal kicker last week, just 2 for the season. He goes to work, and Adelaide steady the ship as they get the margin out to 1 straight kick.
Good kick.
Good kick to Agnew, running past Costa. He's going out wide. Close was the target, but he got too much on the kick, but it's clean bowled merit. McBean tried to work it to the advantage of Close. Comes back toward McBean, almost kicking in danger against Paholke. Reynolds, Costa got it back. They drive it forward once more. And over the back is Partington, the McGarry medalist, juggles the mark. And with a chance to go back now and tie the game away.
This is actually why good coaching. I like putting good midfielders down to the pocket to have their break off the ball, because this is what can happen. That comes in, that's an awkward ball, and he's got the skill level to be able to beat his opponent one-on-one.
Goal kicker last week, a goal kicker the last time he played against Adelaide. And he's got goal kicker here again today. We're back on level terms. Almost 15 minutes played, term number 3. Bradley, kick off a step. Costa waited. Good fist provided by Jordan Butts, but it favours Gregson. And look at the delivery to Reynolds. Needs to turn. He's got players over the back. Kick comes now. Top of the square, McBean wrestles his way free of Matt Merritt, takes the mark and can go back now and try and kick his third. The Ken Farmer medalist comes in now to kick his third today and put Glenelg back in front. From 35 out, 45-degree angle. He nurses it home, and the Tigers hit the lead here. Time on in the third quarter.
Reynolds has kicked 4, 3 and 3. So between those two boys, they've kicked 26 of the 42 goals Glenelg scored against Adelaide this year, as Partington has Motlop. Handball just had a little too much on him, able to keep it in front. He's got Baholke on his hammer and Boyle just behind him. Motlop's done well here.
Did very well.
Oh, he's done that magnificently. Gives it to Bailey, and the kick finds Big McBean again, coming up for his fourth, if he can kick it straight.
Now, look, all the players should get over to Marlon Motlop for this effort. He's 1 on 3 here, and he has won that superbly to give it to Bailey, who's dropped it on the chest. Now, that was one of the hardest centre clearances I've seen in this game so far. The Bays were just at it and at it and at it. It wasn't clean, it wasn't good looking, but they got it there. And that's the sort of hard work that wins finals.
Liam McBean for 2 in 2 minutes. Take the Glenelg lead out to 11 points. If he can steer this one through, he has been a terrific kick all season. And he's got it, the big fella. The former Richmond Tiger is now doing it for the Glenelg Tigers. Agnew's been good.
This is all happening with Patrick Wilson out on the wing. That Corky is now starting to take a toll.
Agnew with 8 tackles to his credit.
Oh,
Scott!
what a mark.
It's great Scott flying over the top, and Josh takes a big grab, and it's all Glenelg here at the moment.
This is a superb grab. So well read. This is why he's a dangerous forward. Because he'll always compete. He'll always give you everything he's got.
Well, they're 10 goals kicked so far, Glenelg. 8 have come from marks. Josh Scott will be looking to make that 9 here. Kicked the first goal for Glenelg the second quarter from about 40 metres out. He likes it off the boot straight away. Glenelg has kicked 4 goals here in the space of 10 minutes and have opened up a handy 17-point lead. Crows get it up to centre wing, and Strawn is flying high there and taking a terrific grab.
He probably needs to be in there.
Hunter doing well on the ruck. Ball spills free. Here's Matty Snook, the left footer, around the body. He kicks the first goal of the last quarter, and the Tigers lead by 24 points.
First goal, last term, goes to the Bays. Matty Snook in and under, snaps it around. Sensational kick, and puts them 4 goals in front. That's a handy lead.
Partington and Agnew lead the possession count, 26-25 respectively, but the tackle count also. Agnew's had 10, Partington's had 8.
Good
and there's Agnew, right on cue to McCarthy. Gives it to White, to Gregson rather. Little 1-2, kicks good to Josh Scott, and he's back. Josh Scott, big opportunity here now. This is a huge kick for him. He's kicked 2-1. Normally a very good kick, and he's snuck this one in. He's kicked 3. They're out by 32 points, Glenelg. It's a good one to Fogarty, and strong hands too. The umpire's going to give a free kick for over the shoulder to the former Tiger. Just rifles out a handball to Matthews. Here's Strawn. Lopes through the big fella. 2-time best and fairest winner in the Bendigo League, and the mark is taken by Davis. That is an absolute cracker. Uncanny like.
Look, it's an amazing mark, but just watch what he does to his opponent. He marks it on the back of Scharenberg. This is, gee, if you're a forward, that's...
Just used the left to clamp it, and then just used the right to hold it onto Jonty's back. And here's a chance now for Davis from point blank, just to get him a little closer. And, wow. Still 7 goals to 1 in the second half.
The forward line, so drives for distance. Himmelberg the target. Curran coming, but Himmelberg good enough to beat Curran and Proud in the marking duel. That's a strong grab. 2 goals last week Elliot Himmelberg looking for his first today. That's off the money, though, pushing it across the face.
Possession number 8 coming, but he had some good speed. It was important in that first half for Glenelg. Kick from Costa. Contested ball. Wow. This is the man that started it, Reynolds, with his strong hands. And he stands up again.
He's a vital cog in this lineup, isn't he? Just got the Bays off to a terrific start. Thought he was going to take 20 marks the way he was going, but that's an idea. That's a full-on contested mark, isn't it?
An opportunity for Reynolds. He's taken 10 marks. He's kicked 3 goals and make it 4, and the Bays are heading to a grand final.
A long time between drinks, as we highlighted earlier in the telecast. Haven't won. They've lost their last 7 finals to the prelim final of 2008 as Fogarty goes hard. This is Wilson with Himmelberg. Back to Wilson. Tried all day, Wilson. 25 disposals, despite being inconvenienced in the second half by an injury, and here's Stengel taking the mark. Tyson Stengel, goal kicker already today in the opening quarter. Deliberate approach. Likes it off the boot. Goal umpire did not have to move, and Adelaide break a 7-goal streak from the Tigers.
Names running around in that side, like Burgoyne and the like. It was pretty exciting.
Matthews long, and Himmelberg with a fly. Coming back to McAdam. Joseph's worn him like a glove all day, and he's going to get a free kick here. The former Carlton veteran, 73 games at the top level. 30 years of age, and he's running around on young McAdam, and he said, "You will not get away from me with that."
It's the sort of desperation that they've really shown in this second half, that they want to get through to a grand final, and he's vital experience for him back there.
Wobbles it out of the defensive 50. Nicholson couldn't complete the mark. Reynolds, right place, right time. Swings around the body. Snook leads the charge. Hustled off it there by Pierce Seymour. Josh Scott did well in traffic there. Handball over the top. Gregson. Here's Motlop. Exquisitely skilled. He runs to 50. Sizes them up. Looks good off the boot. Oh, what a finish for the Tigers. They're going to the grand final, and they're going in style.
Go down to full forward.
Took over 26 minutes played in the final term. Davis into the pocket, and there's Galucic finding some space, taking the mark, and a chance to go back here and kick his 2nd goal of the game. Tight angle. Oh, he's threaded the needle. That is an excellent finish. Jordan Galucic, the nice goal. His 2nd. Scholl with it. From Merritt, neat kick as well. As he finds Chase Jones, who accelerates, but Josh Scott's got him, drag him off it.
That's an excellent
Bailey, turn around, gives the ball to Reynolds, who can go back now and size them up and get it. So Luke Reynolds, goal kicker in all 20 games that he's played this season, 13 times a multiple goal scorer. This for a high 5, and that's the way you finish. He brings up the century, and Glenelg are motoring to the 2019 SANFL Grand Final.
To provide those big boys with some options, Reynolds 5-1, McBean 4 straight, and Josh Scott 3-1 as Paholke steams through the middle of the ground and just drops it nicely onto the chest of Darcy Fogarty as we tick over to almost 30 minutes.
A bit longer quarter than what we expected, but the Bays have been able to pile on 5.
Fogarty's just kicked the 1 goal so far today. He's certainly within range at 52 metres. Let's fly, Darcy. Gee, it's a good kick. Right on the siren.
Monster.
Darcy Fogarty finishes his season with a wonderful goal, but it is the Glenelg Football Club heading off to try and win their first flag in 33 years.
Super League Grand Final, Glenelg!
Away from Tigerland, a fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win. For we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger, yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
Well, the Glenelg Footy Club, a wonderful performance, a wonderful season. under Mark Stone. And there is Andy Otten after a wonderful career, 109 games of AFL footy after being taken as pick number 27 way back in the 07 draft. Got everything out of himself, and his body let him down a couple of times, but he's a tenacious player, Andy Otten. Congratulations on a wonderful career here in South Australia from the Oakley Chargers. Well, we have a look at that second half, Timmy, and it was, well, all Glenelg. They were 8 points down at half-time, and they come out and kicked 10 goals to 4 in the second half and finished with some real strength and power, which we did see against Port last week. We thought they might have that in them.
Absolutely. They're a fit team and they're a fierce team, and I thought that their second half was superb. Third quarter was up against it, but it was really, really good. And there's the future president, Super Carey there. Of course, Nick Chigwidden, another Bay champion.
There he is on
his crutches.
Little crutches. Two superstars of the Glenelg Football Club. They'll be both wrapped. Have a look at their Super Carey. Very excited to see the Glenelg boys, and what a great performance for them, Timmy. 1986, well, Super played in that grand final. They went back-to-back in 85 and 86. They've had some tough times since, and they're almost the brink of non-existence a couple of years ago financially, and gone out in straight sets a couple of times, finished minor premier and not won flags, but this is a huge chance for them to really help resurrect this club.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, isn't it? And they've had some moments in the noughties in 2002, 2008, 7, 8. They were very good and made a grand final, but weren't able to win it. So here's their next opportunity since then.
Well, Mark Stone, of course, don't forget they won their last 6 games of last year, and they came into this year, and look, they've lost 4 games this year by a total of 25 points.
I tell you, I reckon they needed last week's final. This will do them the world of good.